the things I tried before going into the Sleep Science Academy was, I mean, I was a problem solver, and so I would just try everything under the sun to get a good night's sleep. I would do the CBT-i journaling at first, and then do meditation, transcendental meditation, and then I also bought a bunch of things. I bought the dodo, I bought the a cooling mattress, I bought like this binaural beats wrist thing. None of all of it was just kind of like a sort of band-aid. None of it really fix it. I mean, it would fix it for like maybe a week or two, and then as soon as I'd get a poor night's sleep, I'd spiral down again, and just that then it really wouldn't do its intended job, and I feel kind of bad because I spent all this money. Yeah, so I would continue to purchase things and buy things, and when I really wasn't solving the core issue, which is pretty much just letting go and just having a way of being. It's not a way, it's not buying the next thing to solve your sleep. It's really just understanding that it's a way of being, and acceptance is one of those things where it's like, once you really fully are like in this state of mind of acceptance, that you really, it really is a miracle, and that it like you just start sleeping again, and you don't need really anything to sleep. And once your body and mind understand that, that's like the best strategy of all, because no matter what happens, you pretty much are able to sleep. How my sleep was before working with Sleep Science Academy was, it had gotten better, but it was still like usually once a week or twice a week. I definitely just have those nights where it's like, maybe I am sleeping, but I certainly doesn't feel that well. Like I get up, or like I'm like sleeping, and then I like sort of open my eyes and I realize that like I wasn't in deep sleep. And I'm sure most people listening to this can understand that this happens to them. And the next day you obviously feel very crappy, very fatigued, and it kind of ruins your day. So that was generally it, and that happened usually like once a week, maybe twice a week if it was a very stressful week. Yeah, Sleep Science Academy has been seriously game changer. Honestly, I cannot thank them enough. I cannot thank Laura, my coach, and Devin. He really explains really well, like, and really emphasizes the importance of the mind phase, and just like really just understanding that 80% of the reason why you don't sleep is because of your mind. It's not because of like the environment that you're like. That's a little bit of it, but once you really get that down, now my sleep is just like, it's 100% better, and I'm enjoying life so much more. So the length of time it took me to sleep better was pretty rapid, honestly, just because I was kind of ready to hear this. I think some people aren't really ready to hear it, and they don't really absorb it very well. But for me, I was in this perfect situation where it's like, all I needed was this, and then I started implementing it, and after about 2 or 3 weeks, I was really just killing it. And it took a little bit to get my brain convinced that this was the right way to be, but after, I would say, probably about 5 weeks, I was fully like invested, like this is the way to be. And yeah, that's all it really took. Improving my sleep has definitely improved my life, because, well, I don't really think about sleep anymore. That's number one. I used to think about it all the time, and like during the day and stuff, and it always just kind of be this sort of weight on me every time, like when it got closer to bedtime or whatever, or like say, you wanted to have fun a little bit, like in the night, like before you go to bed, like maybe have a drink or something like that, you'd always be this sort of like weight on your head, like, oh man, like I'm not going to sleep, all this stuff. And it kind of got in the way of like fun activities and really just kind of enjoying life. And now I can actually enjoy life. So the kind of person this program is designed for are people who, I mean, look, anybody would probably get a benefit from this, but the people who would get the most benefit are people who are really willing to just, like, I'm talking like just really be able to really be able to absorb what they're saying and really put in the work, I would say. Because like, you can listen to the modules, but if you don't really put in the work to really change the way you think, it's not going to be as beneficial to you. But I mean, anybody could benefit from this, because it's also like a life course. It's not just a sleep course. So My experience working with Sleep Science Academy has been great. At first I thought it was a little bit pricey, obviously I'm sure some people would probably think the same way, and I was skeptical at first of whether this was really truly the right way to be, but I would do it all again in a heartbeat, if I was struggling, seriously, it's pretty awesome. So, things that I would tell somebody who were just starting on their journey to improve their sleep, just really having an open mind, and really just, like Devin says, drop everything that you know about sleep or that you think you know about sleep, and just really listen to the modules, especially the mind phase. I mean, I'm talking to repeat it like 20, 30 times, and until it really absorbs. And just kind of have an open mind.